Caitlin Clark had the last laugh against Diana Taurasi, shattering yet another incredible record. It's becoming clear that Caitlin holds grudges. Everyone knew she deserved a spot on Team USA. Despite being unfairly snubbed, it seems she used the time off to elevate her game even further. When the WNBA season resumed, Caitlin came out firing, determined to make a statement. And what better way to do that than by going head-to-head with a legend like Diana Taurasi and making her look outmatched? Caitlin's performance was a clear message. This is her time. Not only did she dominate the game, but she also secured another win against the Mercury, making it a 3-0 sweep against Taurasi this season. To top it off, Caitlin broke one of Taurasi's records during the game.
Record in her last game. Remember what a big deal that was with 19? She's now scored or assisted on the most points in any two-game span in W history. She passed Diana Taurasi. Only seems fitting she shared the court with Diana on this night. Over the last two games, Clark has scored or assisted on a mind-boggling 62% of her teams.
Ouch, that's got to sting Taurasi's ego. What makes it even sweeter is how Caitlin's domination made Taurasi look even worse, forever questioning Caitlin's greatness. By the end of this video, you'll see why Caitlin is on the brink of taking over the WNBA for good. As for the game itself, this might be one of those performances we'll look back on in a few years and say, yeah, that's when Caitlin really hit her stride in the league. In just the first half against the Mercury, Caitlin racked up 16 points on 55.6% shooting, including 3 triples along with 5 assists and 4 rebounds. It was pure dominance, and she made WNBA history in the process. Caitlin became the first rookie in WNBA history to score at least 450 points and dish out at least 200 assists in a season, a feat only 5 other players in league history have achieved at any point in their careers. Caitlin wrapped up the game with 29 points, 5 rebounds, and 10 assists on 50% shooting. But beyond the stats, it's how she controlled the game that was truly impressive. She picked apart the Mercury's defense with her incredible court vision, setting up easy buckets for her teammates over and over. She even delivered a beautiful full-court assist that left NBA star Tyrese Halliburton in awe. Once Caitlin Clark lulls you into a rhythm with her dazzling playmaking, she hits you with deep threes and flashy drives to the basket. The Mercury defense was so overwhelmed that they couldn't decide how to counter her. Should they play her tight to deny the three? If they did, Caitlin would find a cutting teammate or use a screen to drive to the hoop. If they gave her space, she'd nail her signature three-pointer, a shot that's gradually becoming a major threat in the WNBA. A daunting prospect for the rest of the league. Critics have pointed to her shooting efficiency as a weakness, but Caitlin has clearly adapted to the WNBA's demands. Facing top defenses night after night, she's found ways to refine her game. Where she truly stands out is in the open court. When her teammates run alongside her, they're almost guaranteed an easy layup thanks to her exceptional court vision. Caitlin didn't just set a new WNBA record. She achieved a feat matched by only 2 other players in basketball history. Only 3 rookies in NBA and WNBA history have recorded 29 points, 5 rebounds, and 10 assists with a 70% true shooting percentage multiple times. Caitlin has done it twice. Steph Curry has achieved it 4 times, and Michael Jordan has done it twice as well. Whenever you surpass Michael Jordan on a list, you know you're doing something right. Speaking of legends, Diana Taurasi must be having nightmares about Caitlin Clark. Remember when Taurasi warned everyone that Caitlin would face a harsh reality in the league? She suggested that while Caitlin might look unbeatable against younger players, she would struggle against seasoned professionals. Taurasi's comment sparked a wave of backlash, with many fans accusing her of jealousy and labeling her as a hater, especially since Caitlin is quickly becoming the new face of the WNBA. Despite the criticism, Taurasi stood her ground, calling out those fans for being overly sensitive.
Yeah, it's the new fans. They're really sensitive these days. You can't say anything. Yeah, it's kind of like when you go from kindergarten to first grade, there's a learning adjustment. When you go from high school to college, there's a learning adjustment. I don't think I said anything that wasn't factually correct.
You could argue that Diana Taurasi has earned the right to trash talk, given her status as one of the greatest WNBA players of all time. However, her comments about Caitlin Clark rubbed many fans the wrong way, particularly because she's just one of many piling on Caitlin. Despite all the back and forth, Taurasi was unable to best Caitlin in their matchups. The same trend continued when the Fever faced the Mercury for the second time. In their first encounter, Caitlin was just one rebound shy of a triple-double but made sure to secure the youngest triple-double in league history the very next game. The second matchup was no different. Caitlin and Aaliyah Boston became the first duo in Fever history to record 20-point double-doubles in the same game, and Caitlin set a franchise record with 7 assists in the first quarter. She now holds the Fever records for both assists in a single quarter and assists in a single game. After losing for the third time to Caitlin, Taurasi seemed to be at her breaking point. Struggling to regain her form after returning from the Paris Games with little time to readjust, Taurasi ended the game with 16 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 turnovers. Her frustration was compounded by a technical foul she received early in the game following a dispute with officials over a call involving Brittany Griner. Taurasi is now just one technical foul away from a league-imposed suspension, which occurs after a player accumulates 7 technical fouls in a season. Even during their second matchup, Taurasi was visibly frustrated, constantly engaging with the refs. Although she was out due to an injury for their third meeting, the game still saw Caitlin dominate. Taurasi's absence didn't prevent Caitlin from showcasing her skills. During that game, Taurasi was notably frustrated and continued to chirp at the refs, imagining how much worse it would have been if she were on the court against Caitlin's deep threes and impressive plays. Adding to the drama, just days before their third game, the Mercury posted a video on social media featuring a young fan holding a sign that seemed to jab at Caitlin. The win for Caitlin was particularly sweet in light of this. Caitlin has already established herself as the future of the WNBA, but the scary part is she hasn't yet reached her full potential. While it's typical for rookies to hit a wall midway through the season, Caitlin faced this challenge early due to minimal rest between her college career and the WNBA. Thankfully, the Olympic break allowed her to recharge mentally and physically, setting the stage for her continued dominance. Caitlin Clark appears to have returned from the break with a fresh surge of energy and a determined edge. She stepped into Friday night's game with just 133 assists, separating her from breaking Tia Pinero's single-season WNBA rookie record. This is another milestone that seems poised to fall soon, further highlighting Caitlin's incredible impact in her rookie season. The Indiana Fever, too, are making strides, sitting in 7th place in the WNBA standings with an 11-15 record. While there have been some challenges, such as issues with high turnovers, adjusting to a demanding schedule, and facing tougher defenses, Caitlin has proven to be a game-changer. Her performance has not only kept the Fever in the playoff hunt, but has also captivated the league's attention. The spotlight on the WNBA is brighter than ever, largely due to Caitlin's electrifying play. Though many anticipated her eventual rise to stardom, few could have predicted the speed at which she has ascended. Caitlin is not just helping her team fight for a playoff spot, she's doing so with one of the most impressive rookie seasons in league history. Despite facing relentless criticism and negativity, she has managed to shine through, embodying the resilience and skill expected of a true superstar. Caitlin's meteoric rise is a testament to her exceptional talent and determination. As she continues to break records and lead her team, it's clear that she's not just making a splash, she's redefining what it means to be a rookie in the WNBA. Her ability to perform at such a high level while navigating the challenges and pressures of her debut season underscores why she's becoming one of the league's most exciting and influential players.